points. It is better for you to follow my video from beginning to end. Please add your problems and suggestions if any to your comment. Please subscribe and click the bell icon to get my videos uninterrupted.
Hi students, in my previous videos you have learned how to solve simple and harder problems of percentage. Students, today we will learn an important formula related to percentage. Let A, B and P be three quantities such that P equal to A into B. Let us consider P equal to constant. So when A increases X%, then B is required to decrease by a certain percentage Students, here we consider P equal to A into B. So, whenever A is increased, so we have to consider some reduction of B so that their product remains same and required percentage of decrease in B equal to X by 100 plus X into 100%. Similarly, when A decreases X%, then B is required to increase by a certain percentage, and the required percentage of increase equal to X by 100 minus X into 100%. Let us apply the formula to calculate percentage decrease in B when A increases as per given table. Let A increases 100%. Then we have to calculate percentage decrease in B. Hence the formula is 100 by 100 plus 100 into 100% equals to 100 by 200 into 100% equal to 50%. So we get, if A increases by 100%, then we have to decrease the value of B 50% so that their product remain stable. Let A is increased by 50%. Students, we know the formula percentage decrease in B equal to X by 100 plus X into 100% percent. Whenever the value of x is 50, then required percentage decrease in b equal to 50 by 150 into 100%. It is 100 by 3%, that is 33 whole 1 by 3%. So whenever a is increased by 50%, percentage decrease in b must be 33 whole 1 by 3%. Let us consider when a is increased by 25%. So here the value of x is 25, that is 25 by 100 plus 25 into 100% equal to 25 by 125 into 100%. So it is 20%. So whenever a is increased by 25%, the value of b must be decreased 20%. Students, let us consider the problem. If the price of an article is increased by 50%, by what percent must a customer reduce the consumption of the article so as not to increase the expenditure? Students, let the price of the article equal to a and amount of consumption equal to b unit, then expenditure E equal to A into B. Students, given that price of A is increased by 50% and expenditure is fixed, therefore from the table percentage decrease in B equal to 33 whole 1 by 3%. Total expenditure of the customer is A into B, and given that the expenditure is fixed, so when A is increased by 50%, it is increased, then amount of consumption must be decreased by 33 whole 1 by 3%. Therefore, percentage decrease in B equal to 33 whole 1 by 3%. Let us consider the second problem. The length of a rectangle is increased by 33 whole 1 by 3%. By what percent should the breadth be decreased so that the area of the rectangle remains constant? Given that the length of the rectangle is increased by 33 whole 1 by 3%, so x equal to 33 whole 1 by 3. To keep the area remains constant, the breadth must be reduced, and hence percentage decrease in the breadth of the rectangle equal to x by 100 plus x into 100 percent equals to, what is the value of x? That is 33 whole 1 by 3 equals to 100 by 3 equals to 100 by 3 by 100 plus 100 by 3 into 100% equals to 100 into 3 by 3 into 300 plus 100, 400 into 100% equal to 100 by 4% equal to 25%. Therefore, the breadth of the rectangle should be decreased by 25% so as to keep the area constant. Hence, we get the breadth of the rectangle should be decreased by 25% to keep the area constant. Students, let us consider the third problem. When the speed of a car is increased by 25%, time taken reduces by 12 minutes in covering a certain distance. What is the actual time taken to cover the same distance by actual speed? Students, suppose a car is traveled from A to B and when the speed is increased by 25%, it reduces the time by 12 minutes. We know speed into time equal to distance. Here we see the distance of AB is fixed and the speed is increased by 25%. So, percentage of time reduced is reduced equal to 25 by 100 plus 25 into 100% equal to 25 by 125 into 100%. So it is 20%. So we get 20% of the time is saved, but given that 12 minutes is saved, therefore 20% of the time equal to 12 minutes. This implies that 100% of the actual time equal to 12 into 100 by 20 minutes, that is 60 minutes. Therefore, actual time equal to 60 minutes. Let us consider the next problem. Length of a rectangle is decreased by 20%. By what percent should the breadth be increased so that the area remains constant? We know the area of a rectangle equal to length into breadth. Given that length is reduced by 20%. Therefore, to keep the area constant, the breadth must be increased. Percentage increase of breadth of the rectangle equal to 20 by 100 minus 20 into 100% equals to 20 by 80 into 100%. Here it is 4, 25 equal to 25%. Therefore, the breadth of the rectangle should be increased by 25%. Let us consider the next problem. Let z equal to x into y. When both x and y increased by 10%, find the percentage increase of z. Students, here given that z equal to x into y, suppose it is 1. Let capital X, Y and Z are the increased value of X, Y and Z respectively. Therefore, X equal to small x plus 10% of small x equal to x plus 10 by 100 into x equal to x plus x by 10 equal to 11x by 10. Similarly, the value of y equal to 11y by 10. Given that x and y are increased by 10%, therefore y equal to 11y by 10. Hence, z equal to x into y, that is 11x by 10 into 11y by 10 equals to 121 xy by 100. Therefore, increase in z equal to capital Z minus small z, that is increased value of z minus initial value of z equals to 121 xy by 100 minus xy equals to 21 by 100 xy. Therefore, percentage increase of Z equal to increase by Z into 100% equals to 21 by 100 into xy by z. Z means xy into 100% equal to 21 xy by 100 into xy into 100%. So xy cancelled. Here 100 cancelled equal to 21%. Therefore, percentage increase of Z equal to 21%. So we have learned what problems of percentage are not hard or difficult if we properly apply the formula. Students, if you enjoy the video, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.